put me in the game.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here you go, right here.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
11 MT, take.
The slot man in motion right. Now Burrow on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Here we go.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Moore, the man in motion.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Carlson able to put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Room here to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It completes it once more to Anderson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Burrow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
11, 12, 11, Thomas.
They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Tannehill. Sharks got it, left side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow to the right side, and he's got more complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he's out right at the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Burrow's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man here is Conklin. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown, Dolphins. DJ Chark, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you...
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And this one complete. It's Fehoko.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their... As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
11 coming. 11
Slot man moves right. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Moore, the man in motion. Kamara trying again. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
11,
now they bring a receiver in motion right.
12.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The slot man in motion right. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Conklin in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
Slot man moves right.
12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
I'm wondering.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
12. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT paint. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. 12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
The slot man in motion right. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On 2.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quick.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step?
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here, and
now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they... got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1, ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
11 mighty.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. He'll spot it at the 49.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
11 Thomas. 11.
Slot man moves right. Burrow will throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11
Burrow on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Go.
Again, it's Burrow.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robbie Anderson from 3 yards out.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, Tannehill. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Throwing, Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tannehill going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there.
Here we go.
I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
That is caught by Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete.